Coastal flooding is simultaneously hitting entire communities from Virginia to South Carolina, with waters already covering highways, parking lots, and residential neighborhoods. The most serious impact is being reported along Atlantic beaches, where traffic signs have disappeared underwater and multiple road closures have been confirmed. The phenomenon is caused by a stationary front off the U.S. East Coast. It has combined with strong high pressure over New England and the full moon phase, pushing storm surges into low-lying zones. The result: dangerous surf, rip currents, and standing water in areas that were not expecting flooding. In Charleston, South Carolina, the historic market was partially flooded when high tide overflowed and advanced into nearby streets. Live cameras showed severe conditions across Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina, with closed highways, trapped cars, and sea foam covering urban areas. The situation forced closures along Highway 17 and Highway 65. Tide gauges confirmed levels half a foot above normal flooding thresholds. But the worst was still to come. Coastal communities from Long Island in New York down through Florida remain under coastal flood warnings. The National Weather Service warns that many areas will receive between 2 and 3 inches of rain, with localized totals up to 5 inches. This raises the risk of flash flooding, especially in towns near rivers and with limited drainage systems. Northeast winds are increasing the strength of the surge, allowing water to push further into streets and homes. In many locations, high tide peaks coincided with expected low tide hours, worsening the flooding. It is worth recalling that just last month, Hurricane Erin had already struck these same beaches, weakening infrastructure, pushing sand inland, and leaving several areas more vulnerable than usual. In North Carolina, wind and wave values have reached extreme levels. At Nags Head, buoys recorded waves exceeding 12 feet, while gusts over 60 miles per hour were measured near Jeanette's Pier. The ferry service between Hatteras and Ocracoke was suspended in the morning and only partially resumed by midday. Sections of State Highway 12, the main connection to Ocracoke, had to be closed due to debris and fragments of structures scattered by the wind. The Basnight Bridge was also temporarily shut down when parts of a modular home fell onto the road and blocked traffic. However, the outlook worsened further with forecasts of additional tidal surges in the coming days. Local authorities warned about the dangers of walking or driving through flooded streets. Currents can be deeper than they appear, and flash flood alerts remain in effect through Thursday across Virginia, the Carolinas, Georgia, and northern Florida. Schools canceled afternoon activities. Several districts adjusted schedules to keep students and staff off water-covered roads. Emergency crews deployed pumps and portable barriers to hold back incoming high tides. Meanwhile, experts urged residents to check local high tide schedules, avoid beaches during peak surges, and secure doors and ground-level windows. Vehicles in flood-prone areas should be moved to higher ground as soon as possible. The numbers kept rising, and forecasts indicated the system would persist through the end of the week. That meant several more cycles of dangerous tides, with intermittent rainfall adding further pressure to already saturated coastal soils. The main risks remain rip currents, urban street flooding, and a loss of essential services in low-lying communities. Generators and water pumps are already in operation across sectors of North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia.